Thanks for tuning in. Mommy Ebechku here. If you want to know how to make this delicious egusi soup, stay tuned. I'm currently in the market. I'll be blending the egusi with Ogiri Okpeii and this sea fish. I'll be adding some cut off stockfish and crayfish. All these things will make the egusi sweet and delicious before you even start cooking it. These are all the ingredients I'll be using for this egusi soup. Everything I use in making this egusi soup will be in the description box. I'm making use of yellow habanero pepper in today's egusi soup. I want you to try this recipe of using just the yellow habanero pepper. It gives a very unique and flavorful taste to your egusi soup. I'm going to pour in the meat to the pot. You have to steam the meat. If you want your meat to taste super good in your soup, be it egusi or any other soup, you have to first of all steam your meat with no water, because what meat contains water on its own. After cooking it for about 10 to 15 minutes, it's going to bring out water of its own before you add extra water. The water of the meat is the stock you use in cooking your soup. I added natural spice, bouillon cube, or red onions to steam the meat, after which I'm going to cover it. When the meat cooks for about 15 minutes, I'm going to add my stockfish and some more water, which will be the root or the stock we use in cooking this soup. That's just it. I'm going to add water now and I'm going to mix everything together. After mixing everything together, you cover the pot, allow the meat to cook until it's soft. You can use your pressure cooker or pressure pot in cooking the meat. It's your choice. While the meat is being cooked, I'm going to blend onions, some red onions. I'll be using the onions to mix the egusi, the blended egusi. Remember, our egusi contains the stockfish, it contains the sea fish, it contains Ogiri Okpeii and crayfish. So the egusi itself is rich before you start cooking it. That is the whole method or trick to make egusi soup super delicious. I poured in the blended onions into the egusi and added salt. If you add salt to the egusi now, make sure to be careful while adding salt to the soup when you are cooking, so that you don't end up with a very salty soup. After mixing everything, set it aside. Let's check on the meat. The meat is soft enough. Now for the phase 2, I'm going to fry the egusi. We are making fried egusi today. I'm going to pour enough oil depending on the quantity of egusi you are making. I'm making a pint of egusi soup, a custard bucket of egusi soup. So the oil I added is enough for my egusi soup. So always be sure of the quantity of oil you are using for your egusi. The reason why I added my onions on time is so that the onions will bring out its sweetness before the oil gets too hot. Remember, as much as we are frying it, we are not bleaching the oil. So I'll start adding my egusi. The egusi on its own is already sweet. If you taste it, you will see how sweet and tasty it is even before you start frying it or adding other ingredients. So after pouring in or adding all the egusi, you have to stir and fry the egusi as fast as you can so that the egusi will not get burnt. I'm going to add the broth. That is the stock, the meat stock. I'm going to add it to the egusi. I'm going to add a good quantity of water to it. After that, I'm going to mix everything or stir everything together. And I'll be adding my dried fish. The essence of adding the dried fish now is to bring out all the sweetness into the egusi. Don't add any other thing yet, just the fish. But if you have cooked the fish before, you can add it when you're adding the meat. But because the fish has not been cooked before, I added it in the egusi. I cooked it for about 5 minutes before opening it again and stirring it. After mixing everything, you can add your blended yellow scotch bonnet. This yellow pepper or yellow scotch bonnet is so good. Like, the aroma alone is very flavorful. Everywhere smells so good in this kitchen. I'm going to cover and allow it to cook for 10 minutes before opening it again. After stirring the soup, add your cooked meat and stockfish. Mix everything together. This is the time to check for salt, bouillon cube, pepper, anything, and any additional thing you want to add to the soup. This is the right time to do that. I'm going to cover the soup to cook for 3 to 5 minutes. I'll be adding uziza leaves. I'm cooking with uziza leaf and ugu leaf, but I'll add the uziza leaf first. The uziza leaf is harder. That means the leaf has a stronger texture. So I'll be adding it first to the soup. Mix everything together, cover the pot and allow it to cook for a minute. Then I'll open the pot again and add the ugu leaf. Mix everything, allow it to cook for a minute and so on. By then, the uziza leaf would have cooked for 2 minutes. So with this method, the uziza leaf and the ugu leaf are going to marry each other, and the uziza leaf is going to give that spicy, delicious uziza fragrance and flavor to your soup before you add the ugu leaf. So our soup is ready, but I'm going to allow it to cook for 1 more minute, so that the ugu leaf is going to simmer a bit. Then I'll take the soup down from the fire or from the stove. So the soup is ready. You can tell from the little oil on the surface. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to blend your egusi soup with that method and tell me how it turns out. I know you are going to enjoy. And don't forget to try that yellow habanero pepper, yellow scotch bonnet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to join the family and share my video. See you in my next video. Bye.